and welcome back to the vlog. It's a pretty gloomy Saturday today. We had a huge storm last night. I was actually supposed to go to Ottawa last night. We had this whole plan. I was going to drive there after work, but then this storm just blew in. Everyone thought that I should just stay put, so I stayed put. In hindsight, I probably could have made it. Like, I could have beaten the storm because the storm was coming from the west, so it was traveling west to east, and I have to go eastward to get to Ottawa, so I probably could have been ahead of the storm, but it's probably better to be safe than sorry. It was pretty dense out there. I'm feeling pretty good today. I did a workout this morning and then I went for a walk with Kate, and while I want to say that the walk was awesome, it really wasn't. It was so windy and cold outside. We barely made it and we took a short route, and even so, I was shivering, Bennett was shivering, everyone was just cold. So Bennett and I are just kind of warming up. We're thawing at the moment. It was really cold out there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my apartment is a mess. It is a mess, and I'm not even gonna try and hide it because it is so messy. You can see in the background. I have stuff everywhere. It is craziness. And I really, now that I'm at home, I'm not going to Ottawa and the weather's so miserable, there's no incentive to go outside. I really want to stay inside and clean up my space. It drives me crazy when my space is a mess. Does anyone else just feel more put together and they can complete things in their life if their place is clean? Because that's me. There are a couple of drawers that have become junk drawers, but not only junk drawers, but they're overflowing, and it's just an eyesore whenever I open them. And then also there's a cabinet in my kitchen that I really want to take everything out and reorganize and clean. I know that there are some expired things in there, so just kind of take everything out and clean it. And then of course, because I took basically my entire life to Ottawa for the Christmas break, I haven't had time to put it all away. So there's stuff like clothes and just putting stuff back in their designated spots. I just want to do a refresh. You know, we've had the holiday, and while the holiday was great and I feel personally refreshed, my apartment does not feel refreshed at all. And this weekend, I really want to make it all about that. Also, you guys, look how long my hair is getting. It is crazy. Look, it is so long. I actually scheduled a hair appointment for next weekend, so obviously we're gonna vlog all that, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm deciding I'm not doing balayage this time. I've done balayage for, well, basically as long as I can remember now, but this time I'm just gonna go for highlights. I'm gonna do a cut and highlights, and we'll see how I like that. Kate has her hair done that way, and I love how her hair looks, so we're just gonna go in that direction, and we're actually going to Kate's hairdresser. By the way, if I have not made this clear in several vlogs, Kate is my sister. So whenever I say Kate, I am talking about my sister, Kate. I briefly wanted to give you guys a bit of a recap because I have been reading and I also listened to a couple of audiobooks. So I want to give you guys a bit of a review on the books that I have recently read / listened to. So first off, I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on my Kindle. Let me just preface this by saying I don't get the hype. I read it, I don't understand the hype. Was it a bad book? No, it had its moments and I was really into it at the beginning, I was really hooked, but it's long and it's repetitive. I felt it kind of lacked a bit of emotion. I also didn't really connect with any of the characters. The last, I would say 20 to 30 pages were probably the best thing of the whole book because you actually saw something. You actually felt something in that moment. Sad to say, because I was really looking forward to it. It's been on my to read for a year and everyone talks about it. Everyone says how amazing it is. It just wasn't for me. And that's the third book recently that I've started to read because the hype is so real and it's just been a bummer. And I'm kind of sad about that because I was so looking forward to it. And honestly, the main ship, the main romance in the book, I don't know, I wasn't buying it, you guys. It felt so toxic to me. I really didn't like either of them, so it's hard to root for them when you don't really like the characters themselves. So overall, it just wasn't doing it for me. And I'm sorry to anyone out there who enjoys the book. Please don't hate on me. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So I think for a rating, I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. So the next two books were actually audiobooks, and one of the audiobooks I was listening to at the same time that I was reading the Evelyn Hugo book. So it was Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. And this is the first Cassandra Clare book that I've read. Well, I think this is the first one that she's written that is not within the Shadowhunter realm, if you're familiar with all those series of hers. So Swordcatcher was very different. And you know what, guys? The reviews are very mixed for it. I personally loved it. It does teeter more into a higher fantasy, but I wouldn't say it's as high fantasy as something like Brandon Sanderson. The book struck me as a combination, a mixture of The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson and then The Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I think that's her name. The Six of Crows series, which is amazing, by the way. If you have not read Six of Crows, go get it. It is so good. So if Six of Crows and The Way of Kings had a baby, that was Swordcatcher, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sad that it's over. The only thing that I will say that I did not enjoy was one of the narrators. There were two narrators because there were 2 points of view. One was a male narrator and the other was a female. The male one I really liked. The female one, I liked her when she was reading from the female parts, like the female voices, but her male voices were not so good. Like every single male character kind of sounded like he hadn't eaten that day. Like he was angry. Whenever there were like the romantic parts and the characters sounded angry, it was kind of really hard to believe it. So I almost wish that I had read this on my Kindle. Like I wish I had been able to read the words, and maybe when the second book comes out, I will get the Kindle version instead. But I can't really fault the book for that because that was not the book's fault necessarily. But besides that, I loved the story. It was pretty unique to me. I liked the world and I liked the characters, and I'm gonna give that book like a solid 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. And then the last book is actually also by Cassandra Clare, and this is the third book. Oh my god, what was it called? One second, let me pull it up. So it was Chain of Thorns, which is the third book in her The Last Hours series. Okay, you guys, I love her Shadowhunter series. I love those characters. She's so good at world building and character building, and I absolutely loved book 1 and 2. Book 3, however, was a bit of a letdown for me. I won't say like a full letdown, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first 2. I would actually say there was too much filler. And I swear, okay, I swear Cassandra Clare has an obsession with hair, because the number of times that a character was like, her luscious hair, I wish I could touch her hair, I wish I could feel her hair, I wish I could push my fingers through her hair. It's like, okay, we get that their hair looks nice, but you don't need to tell me every 5 seconds. So that for me was kind of annoying. And like I said, it just felt like a lot of filler. Like everything was super descriptive, too descriptive. So I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 just because it was the last book and I was like actually really excited to see how the full thing concluded. And I did enjoy the series overall. So I would definitely like read the series if you haven't, but the third book was just like, for me. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a bit of cleaning. My foot is falling asleep as I sit here, so I think I gotta get up and move around. I probably wanna start in the kitchen. I've been dying to go through that cabinet. So yeah, I just wanna clean. I wanna feel, ooh, another subscriber. By the way, you guys, thank you so much for 700 subscribers. It means so much to me, every single one of you. And I can't believe we've hit 700. Like it feels like yesterday that I was coming on here saying that we hit 600. So I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. Hi, Jums. You okay? Okay. Let's do some cleaning. You all probably think I'm lying when I say that my apartment is not clean, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I've been stepping around this all week. It's so bad. And then all of the clothes here that I have not put away. So when I say that my apartment is not clean, I'm not lying. This here is the cupboard that I really want to tackle. As you can probably tell, it's a little bit disorganized. I have organized it a couple of times in the past, but I just feel as if I'm stuffing things in right now, and I think it can be organized better. So I am gonna pull everything out and then clean the shelves and then put it back in a more organized fashion. Snowing again outside, everybody. Oh my gosh. It's like another winter storm out there. I'm so happy that I'm inside and warm and not out there anymore. I'm also happy that I did a mini grocery shop yesterday. I knew that this storm was coming, so I made sure that I prepared. Like, look at it out there. It is another blizzard. I'm so happy I'm inside. Aren't you happy we're not out there anymore, monkey? You're so cute. You're so cute, baby. You don't want to go out there. It's all cold. I also quickly want to reorganize this cupboard. I just feel like it's not being utilized the way that it could be. Like, there's just so much empty space, and I have an idea. This is the only one not wrapped. Basically, what I just took out is a collection of these porcelain pieces that belong to my grandmother. This is the pink collection. My mom had 2 sets of these, the pink collection and then the gray collection. She herself kept the gray collection and she offered the pink one to me, so I took it. It's stunning though. They're beautiful. They're beautiful pieces, like old. These are vintage, you guys. These have been living in the side tables beside my bed, and I really want to utilize that space a little bit more. So I think if I move things around within this cupboard and put this collection up at the top, which will also just like look nice. Eventually I want to move the whole collection to like a credenza or a, you know, dining room buffet style cabinet within the dining room, but I haven't found the perfect one yet. So that will eventually, I think, live in there. It just feels more appropriate for there. But for now, I think I want to try and move stuff around and then move these in the top shelf up there. So I'm gonna unwrap everything and see, you know, which pieces go together and kind of organize that. And then we'll figure out how it's gonna all live up there, and hopefully it all fits. Isn't that stunning? This collection is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there's ones that are different. That's amazing. Look at that. All 3 of them. Totally different pattern. I love it. Set, and honestly, they deserve to be on display. This is stunning. Also, this one reminds me of Chip from Beauty and the Beast, doesn't it? I know it's not yellow or anything, but it reminds me, just the shape of it reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. So I think this will be, like, now that I've taken them all out of their packaging, they don't look like they take up too much space. So I figured that we can set them all up on the upper level there, and you know, when I open up that cabinet, now it'll be nice to kind of see them. I do think that they will look beautiful in the cabinet in the dining room, but for now, I think this will be a good place for them. The detailing on these is just insane. Like, look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. And kindly look at the mess down here now, but it's okay. You know what? I'm actually going to reuse some of this paper. I have some art that I unwrapped and then threw the paper out, so I can use these to wrap up the art again. And I think it's like a win-win for me. While I waited, and now it is 5:30 and I was starving. I didn't have much to eat today, so I made the egg wraps. I'm gonna eat these. I am catching up with some Tara Michelle vlogs. I'm so behind, and after that I'm going to continue to tackle some of the cleaning. But for now, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, you guys. I'm so hungry. I could probably eat 4 of these if I made 4 of them. All right, I've eaten. I feel a whole lot better, and now it's back to the grind. This is what I've been doing with those extra sheets of paper. I've been taping them together so that I can put my art in them, and so far it's working really well. well, actually. It's like a good use of the paper. You guys, I want your opinion on this. I'm about to wrap these up. So this artwork used to be it was like a fireplace, what do you call it? Shield screen. I just had to sadly look that up. Fireplace screen. And my parents had actually had this commissioned. So the artist was really cool. And they did one side with one design and then the other side with a totally different design. I have taken them out of the fireplace frame because I don't see myself ever having a like real fireplace or anything like that in the future. I'd love to get these framed at some point, but I can't decide which side I like better because obviously I'm gonna have to pick. So there's this side with the bunny scene, which was always my mom's favorite side, so this is the one I'm most familiar with. And I'll just show you, there are two panels like this. This is just one of them, but they kind of go together like this, so you can create one big art scene essentially. There's this one, which is, I think this is the wrong side. Does this go over here? I don't know, but this is like the water one, and I can't decide which one I like better. Like, which one would I frame? I'm not sure. I honestly love them both. It's kind of sad that I'd have to pick one of them, and it's also sad that they're not signed either. Like, this is just, the artist just painted it. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Like, look at the detailing. It's absolutely stunning. I'll just show you this side too. Gorgeous. So anyway, let me know which side you like better in the comments down below. Please help me because this has been a struggle. Or if you have another idea for them, let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna wrap it up. This is the progress we've made. I'm really happy actually. I did a lot considering how much there was. Plus, like, taking the tree out was huge. So we're back to normal. Actually, all of the Christmas decor is now put away. And unfortunately, like, as much as I love the holiday season, it also feels so good to like put all that stuff away. Plus, you guys, the days are getting longer. The sun is now setting at 5 p.m. and that alone is mentally making me feel so much better. I mean, summer is a long way away, but more sun in the day makes a huge difference. I'm currently just running a bath. I'm gonna have a bath tonight. That feels like the right move. I'm gonna hop in there with my book. I am currently reading The Watchmaker's Daughter. It was one of those books that was like on sale, Kindle-wise on Amazon, and I was like, cool, looks good. And the reviews that I've seen are like very mixed, but if I've learned anything, it's just to read the book and then make my own opinion of it, because I've now read so many books that are hyped up that have totally let me down. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm like chapter 6 or 7 at this point. I was reading a lot last night. I read for like an hour and a half and I'm enjoying it so far. A bath is also a good idea because my neighbor invited me to go do a workout class with her tomorrow morning and like have a coffee afterwards and catch up. And I love that. I love that. But then I also have my Sundays booked with my friend to do a workout. So I'm gonna do my workout with my friend in the morning and then do the workout with my neighbor in the afternoon, I guess. We're meeting at noon. But I'm gonna be so dead tomorrow. So actually I'm probably gonna need another bath tomorrow, but I'm just gonna enjoy my body because it is gonna be so sore by the end of the day tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'm not looking forward to it, but then I'm also looking forward to it because I gotta work off that like extra holiday weight that happened. That definitely happened. So pray for me. welcome to Sunday. I did my first workout with my friend this morning and my muscles are so sore. I really don't know how I'm gonna get through this bar class. I've done this class once before, so I know how tough it is. Like, I know I'm gonna be just like unable to move by the end of it. After my workout, I had a protein shake and I had a little bit of food and of course now some tea. So hopefully that will help. I feel like I needed something more substantial than just the protein shake. The last time I went to one of these classes, I nearly fainted. So I'm just trying to like keep it all together here and not get too scared. I know that you just do the best you can do, and if you can't complete one of the moves, you just can't complete it. It's just like, it is what it is. The instructor though is hardcore. I don't know if he's gonna be very forgiving. It is 10:45 right now, so I have about an hour until I have to leave. So I'm thinking that I might continue on with my cleaning. Like, I'm so happy with everything that I did yesterday. Waking up this morning, it just felt like a million times better. You know, when it's just like that weight off your shoulders. I don't know how many clips I'm gonna get of both the workout this afternoon as well as the coffee or tea afterwards, because my neighbor doesn't know that I vlog, and so I don't want her to feel uncomfortable, you know, if I pull out the camera and stuff. But I'll try and get a few clips here and there, but nothing guaranteed. I won't guarantee anything. Okay, I'm gonna go clean my bedroom and enjoy this tea, put on like a podcast or something, or maybe I'll watch another Tara Michelle video. I'm kind of behind on her vlogs. Obviously, it's a lot later now. It is completely dark outside. It is almost 7 o'clock. You guys, my body is exhausted. So it turns out I wasn't as far along in my book as I thought. I thought I was like chapter 6 or 7, I think I said. I was on chapter 4, and they're actually quite long chapters, which is probably why I thought I was so far in. Going into chapter 9 right now, I'm actually really enjoying it. I had a bath when I came home just to kind of like help with my muscles. You know, I put some Epsom salts in and I read a chapter of the book, and I'm actually really excited to get back to it. Like, I'm actually looking forward to jumping into bed and reading, which I haven't felt in so long. So I am obviously excited about that. Why is it while I sit here not filming, my neighbors are not wandering the halls, and then as soon as I start filming, they start wandering the halls? I don't get it. It's so annoying. I'm watching the second episode of a new show on Netflix. It's called Bodies. I was on the phone with my mom earlier and she was like, is there a show on Netflix that we could start and watch? Because it's a lot easier to have a show to go to in the evening when you're just trying to like, you know, sit down and watch something, as opposed to like filtering through a million movies trying to find a movie. So I didn't have anything like directly in mind, and I started going through like the new Netflix shows, and I saw this one called Bodies, and so I recommended it to them, and I was like, well, that kind of sounds like it's up my alley too. So I started watching it. It's a bit strange, I will say that. I don't know how my mom particularly is gonna feel about it, because she tends to hate anything with any kind of violence. I'm gonna keep going with it. It's only 8 episodes and it is like slightly intriguing. I'm kind of like, what's this body about now? But we'll see. What, you want this? I know, I've been holding it. I've been teasing you. Go get it. All right, I finished episode 2 and it's definitely a weird show. I think I'm gonna continue though. I can see my parents not liking it. I'm gonna have to call them later and see what they thought. Guys, I am fading so fast. My eyes hurt so much. Like, I don't even think I have it in me to do any more work. It's only 8 o'clock and I could seriously go to bed right now. My body is so exhausted. I know I keep saying that, but it's like really tired. But this has felt like a good week. I'm almost thankful that I didn't go to Ottawa this weekend, because I really, really needed this time in my apartment, like just me by myself. Kind of a recoup time, and just being able to clean. Is it perfect? No, but like I feel like I can breathe. I feel like it's all coming together, and throughout the week, even this week, I could just finish up the little things that I've left. I have to shower and wash my hair, and I really think that that is gonna finish me off. I don't even know if I can read a chapter, because you know when you're reading makes you like extra tired. So I feel like once I get into bed and actually start reading, I'm just gonna I'm gonna clock out. I can't believe I have work tomorrow. This weekend went by too fast.
Is it time for your pee? Is it time for an evening pee, monkey?
Way too zoomed in. Nobody needs to see this face. That close anyway. All right, everybody. Well, I think this is where I'm gonna call it. I know that I'm pooped and I don't really have any more energy left in me. So I think this is where I'm gonna end this vlog. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and hit the bell if you want to get notified as to when I will be posting next. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!